Hi loves, it's Ray. I am back with a highly requested flip of my pocket planner in Moterm cover, and also a couple of you are wanting to know more about this beautiful cover. It's actually a wallet from Blackcraft Cult, and so I will show you briefly how I am using this to house my business Hobonichi weeks. So let's just start with this. So like I said, it's a wallet, and originally I was going to use this as my TN cover. I was going to punch holes in here, and I may still do that because I got this one mainly because their purple wallet was out of stock, but I have managed to obtain it through a network of wonderful people over on Instagram. I love all of you over there, and thank you for joining my YouTube too. It means the world to me. But I was talking to someone about wanting the purple one, and they found where it was on Mercari, and so I was able to snag this for a really good deal. I mean, really great deal. So this one, it's basically the same. It's the same size. It has this removable strap, which I really like, and of course comes with the holographic tab, which if you have been over on my Instagram, you know I am obsessed with these. I use the back to organize my page flags and turn them into portable organization accessories for my planners. So this purple one has basically the same layout. It has a pocket and card storage, zipper pocket, and another pocket here, the window, which is a huge bonus. I love the when they have a window pocket. And so this one, now that I have a pink and a purple, I'm trying to figure out which one I want to use the most for my TN, because TNs are more of like what I use for journaling, out and about and that kind of thing, and I tend to journal more in my favorite color, which is purple, so I might be using this for my TN. But the only downside to that is it is quilted on the outside quite a bit, and so I would just have to be really strategic about how I punch the holes and make sure that I seal them properly with some grommets or something to make sure that it doesn't come unraveled, because I would hate to ruin the quilting on this. So a lot of factors going into which color I might use and why and all that good stuff, but I'll figure it out eventually. This one came with a kind of like a keychain accessory too, which is really cool. So I'll be taking this off and hanging this on my vision board for sure, or my project board, not my vision board, but my project board. This is really cool. So for the pink one, it's the same size. Oh, and I should say this is now back in stock, of course, on the Blackcraft website, so you can check that out. I'll leave a link for this one if you want to go and pick one up. They sell out fast. So the pink one is essentially the same size. I've noticed that it is a little wider than the purple, not by much, maybe like a 1/16 of an inch, so it's not a huge difference, but it still has like the zipper on the front and back. It came with the holographic product tag like all of their items do, and on the inside it's got my Hobonichi for this year, and the same card slots and window pocket, and here are those other cards I was talking about from other items I've bought from them. So what I keep in this pocket for this one is my washi card, and this is just an old Victoria's Secret gift card. You can purchase these on eBay for really inexpensive. These are really affordable. You can get them in sets and all that kind of stuff. I have multiples, so I tend to buy since pink is my power color, which if you don't know what your power color is, I highly recommend you identify what that is. And basically what a power color is a color that motivates you to get something done. It gets you excited. It makes you want to kind of take on the world, like that's your color that you should be using in your planner. If I were to use lavender or any shade of purple in my business planner, I would never get anything done. I have tried it before, and it took me quite a long time in my planner to figure out what really motivates me, what works. And I have found that every time I have used lavenders and purples and stickers, highlighters, pens, you name it, anytime I use those colors, then I don't get anything done. I tend to drift off and do more crafty kind of things, and I get lost. I don't stick to my goals and my plans. Pink, on the other hand, I don't know what it is about this color, but it does make me stay focused and motivated, and most importantly, it keeps me reaching for my planner, which my lavender colors did not. I saw it as a happy place or a hangout place. It was not a get things done place, and that is a huge difference between what I mean by power color. So if you are struggling to reach for your planner, you find that you have never opened it, it's been a week or so, or even a few days, because technically your planner should be open all the time, so that you are reminded of the things that are in it and that you're using. And so if you find that you're not reaching for it regularly, it's just like you're having fun in it, but you're not actually getting your tasks done, like you keep moving your task list from one week to the next, then maybe take a look at doing a different color for yourself. And that's why my planner is all black and white essentially, and then some pops of pink here and there. I try not to go super crazy with that color because I use that color in my highlighters and my pens to draw attention to certain items that are really important that need to be done, or specialty things and stuff like that. So I don't abuse the color by by making everything all pink, but I do use that color when it's important, because I know that I'm gonna be drawn to that and want to get it done. So on these cards, that's why I started collecting these Victoria's Secret cards, because it says pink, but it's not pink. It's black and white, and but it says my power color on it. So that's kind of just something over the years that I started doing. And then I will wrap washies around these, all different types of washies around them. And those are the only cards that I tend to use, because these cut washi really great if you're doing a lot of spreads with washies and stuff like that. Now, this is my business Hobonichi. It's mainly just like for financials and stuff, so I don't do a lot of journaling in this. I've seen some Hobonichis that are really cool, and they use it for daily journaling and all of that, but that's not what my Hobonichi is for. Mine is mainly to make me more aware of my finances and what is outgoing, what's coming in, and that kind of thing every month, doing like a monthly registry and things like that. So a lot of these pages I can't share just because of that specific reason, but I will share that I've recently made one of these page markers. I show a tutorial on my Instagram of how I make page markers, and so this was one that I did just with cardstock and a graphic from one of my monthly kits that was out last month, and then I just added a hollow page flag or tab at the bottom. These are in my Amazon faves, and I use these pretty much everywhere. And then on the back, I just added another one, so that way it's the same on both sides. And then I just put it on whatever day I happen to be on in here. I did do another one at the top specifically for monthly, and so this one is also using the same tutorial, but just laminating a clear sticker that I printed from my dividers, and a clear sticker title at the top. And I put the sticker on the outside, that way I could peel it off and change the tab name if I wanted to later. But this one just goes on the edge of the page and migrates with me throughout. So, and the notes one is the same, hollow tabs, again, like in my Amazon faves. And this Hobonichi came from jet pens because it was sold out on the Hobonichi site. So if you're looking for this kind of pink, then that's where you can find that. I will try to leave a link for that one as well. But so the trick with using the Blackcraft wallet with the Hobonichi weeks is you can't just put it in there and close it. Now, maybe eventually I will, like maybe it'll loosen up, the leather will loosen up a little bit over time, and I'll be able to do that. But for right now, since it's so new, the leather is really stiff. So what I do is I shut it first, and then I slide it in after. Now, if you have a lot of side tabs, that might not work for you, but for me, my tabs have a low profile, so I'm able to get away with it. So just keep that in mind as well. And like I said, eventually I think this leather will free up and be, the more I open and close it, the more that I'm adding that planner in and traveling with it and things like that. You know, I think the easier it'll be for me to close this just the traditional way. So just keep that in mind, that you might have to do that. As for my personal planner, my pocket planner, I also have another Blackcraft cult item on here. This is the pink coffin tag and keychain, and this is still available on their website. And it came with the pinnacle, and basically I just attached it around the strap. And I purchased this cover off of Amazon. I have different categories set up. So one is for my personal pocket setup, one is for my business A5, Filofax, and so on. So I have quite a few categories over there if you want to check it out. So here's my button pin on the zipper pull so that I can easily open and close that. And I just have a couple of sticker sheets here, like my Patreon freebie sticker sheet and my Banishing Ritual spell card. And I am going to be using these in my Moon Ritual planner coming up in my pocket size Filofax. It is perfect to fit in here. I can slip it inside here when I want, and I can take this on the go with me, and it actually fits my cards really well too. So I'll be showing more on that in a separate video. And if you want to see more about like how I make my charms and things like that, I do have a Patreon that you could join me over at ravensattic.com. So I just printed a Brother P touch label for the front and back of my clip, and mainly I use this for if I'm out and about and I need to hold my pages down. So, you know, sometimes it gets really windy here in the Midwest, so I use that when I'm mainly outside. So I've got a laminated dashboard that I made. Everything in here is something that I made myself. So this is printed on vellum and then laminated. And then I've got my lists tab, my cleaning schedule, handmade planner clip, my productivity habits for the week, where I have themed each day of the week to do a certain something. And then I've got my meal plan. And these are always in the front of my personal planner because I reference these a lot. So, and I do have, take this out quite a bit too and use it. And then I've got another dashboard that I made from referencing Harry Potter and printed that on vellum and laminated it as well. Then I've got my plans tab, and then all of my monthly dashboards are printed on cardstock and laminated, and each of the month numbers are a different phase of the moon, and so that I would know like when I come full circle. Like sometimes I have moon rituals and things like that I do like every fourth month, and so I use this as an indicator of where I'm at in that process as my months go by, and it'll kind of make sense at the end after I show you some more of the dashboards. But then I have just added like some fun collage. I love Pastel Goth in my personal, again, this is like my personal planner, so this is where I get to have like more fun with colors and collage and things like that. Very reminiscent of my art journaling style, so just lots of crazy going on. And my personal planner, I like to play with a lot of things that are just laying around my desk too, you know, like packaging and things like that. And so this is kind of like a combination of that. Like I've got a sticky note and some stickers from one of my sticker packs, and then this is a perfume sample, and I try to leave them somewhat sealed. That way they slowly leak out the perfume scent in my planner. It smells amazing, and it lasts a lot longer than if I were to just peel it completely up. So I try to leave it closed as much as possible, and then I've just decorated it with a bunch of nail stickers. And I keep all of those in the Moterm box that came with my planner cover. So I've got, like all my nail art stickers kept in here, as well as like extra inserts that I need to use and that kind of thing. That all stays in there. And then if I have like sticky notes and stuff like that, I will keep those in that box too. And that way it stays somewhat organized for me so I don't lose everything. And then this is a month on 2 page insert that I made. And I like to put a full moon sticker in my monthlies. And so I will use sticky dots for that come on a roll like this. And it's extremely affordable and it's black. Like, you can't go wrong with that. If it's black, then I want it. So, and then on the back, I just printed like some grid lines, and then my weeklies. I got this digital years and years ago from Muse Lab, and then I just print. I have a lot of extras of these printed just in case I need them. But again, like I only use these if I have a lot of craziness going on, like if I need to track a lot of stuff. And then this is another dashboard that I made and printed on vellum and laminated. And I like to print all of my dashboards like this, like just like fun insert things, like to print them all on vellum so that they're low profile and they don't take up a lot of space. They're not thick and you can kind of see through them, so I like that too, being able to see what's on the other side. And then that's basically it for like the first section. And then I've got, the divider here, and this is where I keep like all my extras, so my extra dashboards and any extra inserts and dividers and stuff like that, then I will keep them all back here. So the only thing that I really do ahead of time, like I said, is decorate like this monthly intro page, like my monthly overview. But the rest of it, like adding these stickers and stuff like that, I might do that throughout the month, or I may not. Like, it just depends on what I'm doing that month. So this is another dashboard that I made, again on vellum. And so this is what I was talking about with the moon. Like on January, it's in this black moon was in the center, and now it's shifted, kind of to the left, and then shifts more on March, and then it's what I consider like a full moon on April. And then when we go to May, it's in the center again. So whenever I see that it is a full moon, then that's an indicator to me of something that I consider like an epic task, basically, which is like something that was really important that I was supposed to do. And a lot of times that's business related. It's like an eval that I do for my business every 4 months, just to make sure that I'm staying on target throughout the year for all of my goals. And I have used that method for personal achievements too, like new self-care regimens and changing jobs and all that good stuff. Like, over the years, I've kind of adapted that system to mean different things, but every 4 months has always been some form of self-check. So for going into February, again, this is a perfume sample and decorated with some nail decals. And I know I'm late in getting this uploaded, but obviously when I get this published, it's going to be February, and this will have already been filled out, but I still wanted to get this video uploaded. So I just made another dashboard on the back, and each of my months does have a perfume sampler of some sort. So again, like nail decals. And then each time, well, we could go ahead and move February up so you can see kind of what I do for that process. Each time there's a new month, then I go to the beginning and I put it on top of the previous month. So that way the current month is always on top under my dashboard, and I know if I need to jot something down really quick, then I can find it easily. I don't have to hunt for it forever. And then if I'm having a lot going on that month, then I'll just grab one of these extra inserts and move it over. If not, then it just stays like this, because I don't want, again, a lot of bulk in my planner. And then eventually, you know, as the year progresses, then all of these will have migrated to the front. And so March with the perfume tag, April's dashboard I haven't completed yet. Some of these aren't completed. I'm still working on them. This one I love. This was packaging from some of the nail art stickers, and I thought that was cool. And each month on the dashboard I add a monthly moon phase sticker that I created using my moon planner digital download in my shop, so you can check that out if you follow the moon phases. And then the tab for that one with the perfume sampler, this one opens on the back. And I just put all of this down with ATG gun or double-sided tape that you can find in my Amazon faves if you're looking for minimal. All of my crafting supplies and things like that I buy in black and white. So like my glue sticks, my ATG gun, my ATG gun I spray painted white. It was pink. And then all of my glues I put in these bottles and labeled just to have like a minimal look. I don't like to have a lot of different colors and craziness on my desk, because it just distracts me too much and then I forget what I'm doing, and I just need everything in black and white basically. So this is September's dashboard. Love this outfit. This outfit's awesome. And then I just overlaid it with some pretty skeleton rib cages. In October is my wedding anniversary, so very excited about that. Celebrating my 12-year anniversary this year, although we have been together for almost 20 years, so very excited. November. And then December, I caught in the rings and I tore it, and so I'm redoing December. But other than that, I have a tab for faves, you know, like favorite music that I'm listening to or books I'm reading and that kind of thing. So eventually, as the year goes by and I add things to that, then that's where that will be. And then notes pages will go in here as well. That's the only thing left to add to this. And aside from that, like that's all I keep in here. I don't add anything else because this is already getting pretty thick. So and then this is printable from my shop, and these cards were also available through my December spooky advent box. So if you go to my Instagram, you see some unboxings of my advent boxes and fall in love, I say join my Patreon, because I do that kind of stuff all month long, every month, and along with candles and planner accessories and things like that. So I would love for you to join me on Patreon. And I also do a ton of fun tutorials and inspo along the way, and printables and all that good stuff too. So I hope you enjoyed my planner setup and walkthrough, and let me know if you have any questions about where I got anything, and I'd be happy to help you out. I'll see you next time.